Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 71, and today we're returning with two massive games with our Bluebirds as they take on Villarreal in the second leg of our Europa League second knockout round tie, and then Manchester United away at Old Trafford in our FA Cup quarter-final. Before we play the games though, just can't be getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw the second leg of our first knockout round tie in the Europa League against Lech Poznan. We won by 4-0, so that's Villarreal tie. And then, of course, the disappointing collapse at Wembley in the Carabao Cup final as we lost to Chelsea in our first and perhaps only final of the season, where we were leading at the break, but Goretzka's brace in the second half gave Chelsea the trophy as we finished runners-up and could not recapture our Carabao Cup. And following that, I played 4 games off camera, and as you can see, 3 wins and a loss, but the loss was a big one, and that was how we started on camera. A 2-0 defeat at home to Arsenal in our first home Premier League loss of the season. Jadon Sancho just tore us apart in this game, scored both goals for the Gunners, first just before the break and then 7 minutes after the restart as well. He is so bloody good in Football Manager and in real life as well, of course, having a great year for Dortmund, but either way, 2-0 final score as the Gunners got a big win in the race for the Champions League place, which is just so tight right now. But we did bounce back on the weekend as we Aston Villa away at Villa Park by 2-0. Rabiot making it 1-0 inside the first 2 minutes. He's having a great season for us, Piero, in his first sort of breakthrough year for us. For Maria made it 2-0, getting into the cross, making it 2-0 90 minutes in. He got another goal as well, Piero, in the second half, but sadly it was chalked off for offside after the VAR. Shame too, because it was a wonderful strike. I'm liking this kid a lot, and also he scored again in the very next game. Great little run for Rabiot here as we took on Villarreal in the first leg of the Europa League, the second knockout round away in Spain. Maria gave us the lead, 23 minutes in, big goal from the captain of the night, making it 1-0, and in stoppage time, Rabiot did get that second goal to make it 2-0 to Cardiff. Would have been a great result to take back to Wales, but in the 92nd minute, Andre Onana, I mean, he just continues to make errors, and to be fair for this one, I think we can give him the benefit of the doubt. The shot comes in from Nitcham, hits the post, and hits Onana on the back and goes in. I've had happened to me before when I used to play in goal, where it hits the woodwork, and then it ricochets off your back and goes in. It's always so embarrassing. I think we can give him the benefit of the doubt for that one, but still, 2 on the final score, but still, Villarreal need to score 2 goals tonight, otherwise we're through. And the final game off camera, a 3-0 win at home to Burnley. Very good, convincing display, this one. Sterling scoring his first goal since the lengthy injury he had, making it 1-0 just before the break. Then Pedro Antonio scored to make it 2-0 12 minutes after the restart. Both goals were rebound goals. And then Big Dick Vic in his final year for the club made it 3-0, heading in a Ben Davies free kick as we wrapped up the 3 points. So great to get 3 wins on the bounce. And right now, as you can see in the Premier League with just 9 games to go, it is very tight indeed for the race for the Champions League. It's United's title, we've known that for a while. They're 12 points clear of Liverpool, it's their trophy. Chelsea have got 3 games in hand, but they're 13 points behind and have a much worse goal difference record. I still think it's United's to lose. But right now, Liverpool, Chelsea, Cardiff, Arsenal, Manchester City, 5 teams competing for 3 spots, only 6 points separate the 5 teams with just a few games to go. It's crazy tight, man. It's still anyone's guess as to who finishes where. And also, just one more thing to report before we dive into the first game of today's big doubleheader, and it is that we have had another youth intake with Cardiff City. You get one every single year. But as I always say, year after year, never get too excited when you get a youth intake because they very rarely produce a good player for your academy. Our best player this year is Ian Davidson, a 16-year-old pressing forward with the unambitious personality, 4 determination, and 6 work rate. Yep, that's our best player. I think actually as well, I always let my head of youth development decide what players that are on trial with the youth candidates team, what players get given youth scholarships. I always let my head of youth development decide. And I think this year, he only recommended 4 players get youth scholarships, and he's one of them. So, yeah, not too exciting, let's just say that. Anyway, first game is indeed Villarreal here, back in Wales as they take on the Spaniards, who again need to score 2 times tonight. Otherwise, we are going through to the last 8 of the Europa League, and heading to the game, this will be our team 43-1. Right now in the injury report, we have Jason still out, and also Kimpembe. I tweeted about this afternoon. He's done for the season. Presnel Kimpembe picks up a hip injury. Why do our players keep getting hip injuries, man? So frustrating. But Kimpembe, he's out for the season. Expects to return in 7 to 10 weeks. There's a chance he might come back for the final day at home to Huddersfield. And perhaps, if we're very lucky, Fulham away at Craven Cottage. But it's highly doubtful. I highly doubt we'll see Kimpembe between now and the end of the season. Kimpembe is probably done for the year. And it's gutting as well, because I tweeted about it earlier. Losing Kimpembe is as bad as losing anyone else in the team, because this guy is an elite centre-back, or he was an elite centre-back for the injury, and he's just the most reliable player, if not one of the most reliable players we've had ever since we signed him 4 years ago even. The guy has just been nothing but class in our team. He is the reason why last year, the biggest reason why we had the best defensive record in the division. He's a monster at the back, and I have to say, our chance of making the top 4 now and winning the Europa League have taken a massive hit. Losing Kimpembe is as bad as losing anyone else in the team. I'm devastated, man, and it's going to be very tough now to recover. So into the game, Sessegnon suspended as well. This will be our lineup. We got Onana in goal. I was tense to put Henderson in, but I think Onana in goal, and I'm going to put Henderson in the game for the FA Cup away at Old Trafford. Back four, it's gone Cowboys, Holding, Geordie, and Odriozola. So big for Rob Holding now. He's coming in between now and the end of the season. He wants first team football. Well, now he's going to get it. Let's see how he does alongside Geordie. Midfield duo, Lenya and McKennie, with Rabiota on the left, Sterling on the right, and Gonzalez through the middle, sporting Maria up top. And on the bench, Henderson, João Carlos, Stefano, McTominay, Ward-Prowse, Woodburn, and Pedro Antonio. So first game, it's Villarreal. Keep a clean sheet, and we're through to the last 8. Come on, you Bluebirds. Without 3 of our most influential players for this tie tonight, it's Gonzalez. Oh, could have settled the nerves early, but Ruben Blanco turns behind for a corner. No Kimpembe, highly influential player, very reliable. No Jason, as we know, the captain. And don't forget, no Sessegnon, a team leader, as well as Rabiota, heads that ball just over. We need someone out there to step up tonight, score an early goal, settle some nerves, and put breathing room and put daylight between the two teams here. Still goals, but if Villarreal get an early goal, we'll be feeling very worried. Rabiota down the left, feeds it into the OG, and once he gets going, he's very hard to stop. Oh! Oscar Gonzalez has not had a good year for us, but that is a moment we will look back on the end of the season and say, contender for goal this season? I think he'll probably win outright. Rabiota gives him the ball, the Colombian with the 20 agility beats 2 men, and from 20 yards, Ruben Blanco barely had time to react, drilled it, and I mean drilled it into the bottom corner. Cardiff 1, Villarreal 0, and that is what Gonzalez can do when he's in the mood. As Maria turns in, and that should do it now, an assist for the OG as well. 2 goals up, 22 minutes in. We wanted some early goals, and we got them. Villarreal now need to score 3 times on the night, not just twice. And I think now, bar an almighty collapse, this tie should be ours. We should be in to the round of 8, last 8. Maria turns it in, poor defending really, 3 yellow shirts around him, they all let him get ahead of them, but 2-0, I think the tie's done now. As I mentioned before, Gonzalez has had injury problems this year, I'll be the first to admit it. I mean, the whole team's had injury problems really, but he's quite a frustrating character, because he also doesn't enjoy playing in big matches, not as much as Maria, but he does have the tag, not dreads, but doesn't enjoy big matches, and that's so frustrating on one of your best players in the team. But either way, he's certainly performed well in the first half, 2-0 up, and I think at our time might be some changes and bring some starters off here. So McTominay comes on the break, just more energy for the middle of the park. As we know, very hard worker, teamwork stat is really high as well, so crucial, I love that stat. And right now, leading by 2, get another goal, it is definitely all over. Alvaro finds Raheem, and as Sterling crosses, it's cleared away, but only temporarily. The OG back to McTominay, he goes for goal himself. Blanco turns behind, still 2-0, but this tie is surely ours. And now our corner, as the OG finds Rabiota. McTominay, oh yes, great substitution, not what I brought him on for, but we'll take it. Piero with the assist, and Scott off the bench makes it 3, tie done now, it's over. And that is going to do it then. 4 wins on the trot for Cardiff City in all competitions, and progression to the last 8 of the Europa League, which of course we haven't reached in the saves so far. Last year, our debut year in the Europa League, got knocked out at this stage by Arsenal. So I'll say to the boys, I'm very pleased with our performance. Did what we needed to do tonight. Did what we needed to do. There was a little bit of doubt in my mind, but I still felt quite confident. And the boys did exactly what we asked of them. So 3-0 the final score, and yeah, into the last 8. Obviously, there'll be a lot of big teams remaining. Hands off City. Lots of big teams remaining, but There are some teams I think we could possibly take if we're drawing them in the last 8, but I'm dreading either Manchester City or Arsenal. Anyway, draw's going to be tomorrow, I believe. I'm pretty sure I saw it's tomorrow. And we'll find out who we've got in that last 8. And it is indeed Friday at 1 PM, the last 8 draw for the Europa League, as once again we see more takeover rumours for Cardiff City. This does not help one bit, man, does it? But anyway, still last 8. Let's find out who we're taking on in the quarterfinal. Now, no disrespect to the teams, but I'm hoping for Dynamo Kiev or perhaps Hoffenheim. How are they doing in the Bundesliga right now? 7th, with some decent players. But I think a team we could take. And as for Dynamo Kiev, yeah, I definitely think we could take them as well. But knowing our luck again, it's probably going to be City or Arsenal. Let's find out who we've got. Just the 2 teams I don't want are the English teams. Let's find out who we've got. First tie, Lazio versus Inter, all-Italian affair. And that's the team I wanted. Yes, that's the team I wanted. Dynamo Kiev in the last 8. Oh, that is absolute. This is a dream draw. This is a dream draw. You got an all-German tie, an all-English tie, an all-Italian tie, and us versus Dynamo Kiev. Although, to be fair, the first leg, tricky one that away in Ukraine. But it is the team I wanted. This guy must be a new gen / region attacking. We want to take a look at this guy. I'll tell you what, not too bad. Not too bad. But I definitely think we can take them. It's the team I wanted. So if we go out now celebrating the draw, imagine how disrespectful that must be to Dynamo Kiev, like we're celebrating the draw. But anyway, them in the last 8, the Ukrainian boys, I mean, you've got to think, really, we're the strong favourites for that tie. When's the first leg? There we are. QPR sandwiched in between a Norwich away at Carrow Road directly afterwards. We're certainly favourites for that tie there. No doubt about it. And if we do go out at this stage, it will be an absolutely massive choke. No disrespect, but we are the favourites. We should be going through to the semi-finals. Still got to do it, though. Still got to do it. Obviously, we don't have the Ukrainian league loaded, and we don't have it on view only either. So we can only judge them based on their European form. And they did make it through their group. But in that group, they had Braga, PAOK, and I can't even pronounce that team's name. Osijek, I'm not sure. So you'd fancied a chance there. And then, to be fair, look at the route they had to get to the quarterfinals as well. EA Gwincap, if you remember, that was the team I wanted in the first knockaround. And then Red Star Belgrade in the round of 16 as well. So yeah, I definitely think if we go out here, it'll be a massive choke. We've got it in our favour here, and a last 4 place. I mean, if we bottle that, we've had some chokes in the save so far, but that'll be the worst by quite some distance. When you think about it, that is the very best draw we possibly could have had. We got the team we wanted in the first leg away in Ukraine, get a couple of early goals, and we'll certainly fancy our chances in the second leg. And the English teams, we want to avoid both English teams, and they're going to have to face each other for a place in the last 4. So if we do make it through, touch wood, fingers crossed, there'll only be 1 English team remaining. So that was literally the dream draw. And that makes up for the last episode where I was celebrating not getting drawn against Liverpool in the FA Cup 6th round. In the end, we get United away at Old Trafford instead. Anyway, second and final game. It is indeed Manchester United away at Old Trafford in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Not one bit confident. I'm pretty sure we are going out here today. But this will be our team for the game. 4-2-3-1 once again. And just a 1 change to our lineup on the back of that win on Thursday night. And this is our team. No, sorry, 2 changes, because I forgot Henderson goes in goal for the FA Cup. We've got 2 changes, and this is our team. Henderson in goal, back for Goncalves, holding Jordi and Odriozola with Alenia and McKennie through the middle. Sessegnon back in after suspension on left-hand side, Sterling on the right, and the OG through the middle with Maria up top. And on the bench, Onana, João Carlos, Stefano, Ward-Prowse, Rabiot, Woodburn, and Pedro Antonio as well. Second and final game, it's Manchester United away. Let's get the win and upset the odds and get through to semis. Come on, you Bluebirds. To be honest, I won't be that fussed if we go out here because, again, it's a very, very tough draw for us. We were only expected to get to this round as well. So we've done what the board wanted, and now we've got that Europa League draw as well. I'm more focused on that. And, of course, staying in the top 4 in the Premier League is Gonzalez. He's going for it today, isn't he? As far as that boy just over the bar. Yeah, if we go out today, I'm not going to be one bit fussed. Holding to Sessegnon. And now Ryan gets going and feeds it inside. Oh, I think he's beginning to shrug the tag off now. I really do. I don't want to jinx it, but this season in particular, there's been some big games where he's come good. The hat-trick against Spurs and a goal here away at Old Trafford in the FA Cup quarter-final. Peleo Maria gets his 25th of the year. Ryan with the through ball. Maria catches man sleeping, places it into the bottom corner. 1-0 Cardiff. I mean, I am saying that. I am fully aware of the fact that the Carabao Cup final did absolutely nothing. But either way, still 1-0. We got ourselves the goal. But here come the Red Devils looking for a response. And they haven't got it as Henderson beats it away. And the danger still not fully clear as Kasper Dolberg turns it in. We just about dealt with a corner. Henderson fisted it away, but we didn't regroup. We seemed a little bit scattered in the area, and as deep cross was played to the far post, Dolberg turns in at the near post and makes it 1-1. Look at the blue shirts here. We're so compact. We're sort of all together, but no one's marking at the far post where Dolberg's all alone. And he's got a free volley, puts it into the bottom corner, 1-1. That's really poor marking, switched off there. Once you clear a corner and it's not gone out of play or far enough up the pitch, you've got to stay switched on and disciplined. Otherwise, you're guilty, and you could be guilty, of giving an easy chance to your opponents. And as Gonzalez fires it over, a golden chance there as United went to sleep. There's been some suspect defending today as United gave the ball away, but Gonzalez couldn't keep it down. Still 1-1. That'll do it for the first half. Action-packed first half. I do feel like this game is in... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, I was just about to say, I do feel this game is going to be decided by who makes more mistakes, and right on cue there is another one. What is going on with the defence today, man? Seriously. Manchester United 1, Cardiff City 2. We're back in front at Old Trafford. Odriozola sends it long. It's a poor-headed clearance, and as Gonzalez wins it first, Maria's ball was only temporarily cut out, and then Sessegnon turns it in the near post. The defence today has been atrocious. It's not a case of the attacking moves being absolutely beautiful. It's just the defence has been awful today. But there is a chance for a third goal for Cardiff City here. If we get that, that'll be massive. Gonzalez, Maria, Sterling. Oh, just over the bar. Still 2-1. Definitely a fourth goal in this tie, though. Sterling down the right-hand side. Lots of work to do here. And he plays a brilliant ball. And Maria, I really don't want to jinx this, but I've seen on a couple of occasions this season that wonderful solo goal against PSG, the hat-trick against Spurs, and today a brace against Manchester United. I just wonder if this season he's beginning to realise in the big games he doesn't have to be so nervous. Brilliant first-time finish, 3-1 Cardiff City, and we should be going through to the semi-finals. Well, this is lovely. After the last episode where I ended quite sad with the disappointing collapse at Wembley in the Carabao Cup final, what a perfect way to respond. Getting the job done against Villarreal, then getting the dream draw, the best possible draw we could have had in the Europa League, not with our tie, with the other ties as well, and then coming to Old Trafford and picking up a shock cup set away against Manchester United and making it into the last four as we aim to retain the trophy which we won last season. And I think as well, that's our first win at Old Trafford in the entire save. It's all smiles today. 3-1 the final score, and I'm absolutely buzzing. So I'm going to say passionately to boys. That was really special, lads. Nobody gave us a chance, myself included. I thought we'd lose. But you played Manchester City, congratulations. And yeah, we're into the last four of the FA Cup. That draws tomorrow. So before we end today's episode off, let's find out who we're taking on it. We either Chelsea, Liverpool or Spurs, or Man City or Leeds. Let's find out who we've got. Again, just on Maria real briefly, he still has that dreads playing in big matches tag. I don't know if you can shake that off as the years go by. You guys have to let me know in the comment section down below if you can lose that. I'm pretty sure you can, because I seem to remember in my FM17 save, for those that watched that, first of all, thank you, we had a striker called Brian Donnelly. And for those that did watch this, they'll tell you, he was really poor, particularly in big games in the early stage of his career. But as time went on, he gradually got better. And I'm pretty sure he had that tag before and then managed to get rid of it. So I think Maria possibly could in the future. I don't know. Anyway, Liverpool beat Spurs, Man City beat Leeds, and of course Chelsea, as we know, beat the Saints. So whoever we get in the last four, it's going to be a very, very tough tie regardless. And as we are here, the semi-final draw. Honestly, I don't even know what team I'd want here. I mean, right now in the Premier League, you can see the form of both teams. It's Liverpool, who are in second, Chelsea are in third, and City are in sixth. So right now, they're the team performing under expectations in the Premier League. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, you don't actually want to take on... Like, nobody wants to take on Manchester City. Nobody wants Liverpool or Chelsea. So whoever we get, it's going to be an incredibly tough time. We'll still be the underdogs, and it's going to be Liverpool in these semis, which, to be fair, is actually going to be a repeat of last year's FA Cup final, where we beat them at Wembley by 2-0. But either way, it's still going to be very, very tough. And if you remember, actually, the year before that, or possibly the year before that, we took them on in the semi-finals, and they beat us in that tie. So, yeah, it's going to be tough regardless, whoever we would have got. And it's going to be Liverpool in the FA Cup semi-final. That will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And you got the channel as well. Much love to you. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend. And what we'll do is come back to the very next 2 games in the very next episode, because we just can't miss them. In the race for the Champions League, it is so tight, and these 2 games are absolutely massive. The league leaders and surely soon to be champions Manchester United at home, and then Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. What a game that is going to be. And we'll come back for that in the very next episode. Have a great weekend. I hope you had a great weekend, guys. Much love to you all, and we'll see you for the very next 2 games in the very next episode very soon. Bye now.